Alright, Toby. Where are you? Come here, boy. Oh, there you are.
Come on, Toby. We need the best nose in the British Empire on this case. I agree with you, Toby, that Watson's shoe is preferable to Mrs. Hudson's cold cuts.
Funny. We took Toby with us. Oh!
Search, Toby.
Let's search. Let's go. We call Sherlock. Is he following me? Come, Toby. Follow the scent. Follow your nose. Just like Toucan Sam.
The intruders entered the shed for some reason when they were making off with the silverware.
Oh, we continue. Ah, run, 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 run.
The scent leads to the well. I should check it.
Oh. The scent, the scent. Follow the scent, follow the scent. And there we have it. A dead-end trail of a wall. Good boy, Toby.
The intruder's trail is lost behind this wall.
Should give him a treat.
Criminals left the house through the French window. They walked to the shed, then across to the well, before fleeing by climbing over the wall. I wonder why they chose such a winding route.
To lose their trails in a idiotic manner. Alright, so let's start with the shed. Sick the hook.
Hook might be useful. Bags of seed. Some empty bags were recently moved. This old suitcase sounds hollow. It must be empty.
It is empty.
Small gardening tools. Nothing of great interest.
Alright, now to the whale.
There's something glittering at the bottom there, but how can I reach it?
By using the bucket. Let's remove the bucket. Attach the hook. And that's lower down there, the sucker. Hey, it looks like silverwares. Or it has to be the silverwares.
Silverware? This is hardly a coincidence.
Yep, it's silverware. Rotate, oh, rotate.
The Brackenstall coat of arms.
They even have their own coats of arms on a spoon. Or a fork. I want my coats of arms on a silverware. Or my name on a silverware. That'd be so cool. But such thing doesn't happen. You know what? We gotta go to our deduction board. Oh, look at all that deduction board I forgot about. Okay, so bent poker, dead body. Poker blow. The death of Sir Eustace could have been due to a poker blow. Criminals identified. The Randalls are well known. Randalls blamed. The robbery was faked, and the whole story invented in order to blame Sir Eustace's death on the Randalls. Randall gang. The testimonies and evidence match, and they point to the Randall gang. I don't believe it. Let's see. Violent behavior. Inspector's tale. Domestic violence. Sir Eustace was violent towards his wife. Dead body, fireplace grate. Deadly accident. The death of Sir Eustace could have been due to his accidental striking his head on a fire grate. Poker blow. The death of Sir Eustace could have been due to a poker blow. Let's go poker blow. Glass with bees' wings. 3 people. There are 3 people drinking wine out of the 3 glasses. One of them 3 probably prefers one with bees' wings. 2 people. There were 2 people drinking wine out of these glasses. The remaining glass with the bees' wings consisted solely of the dregs from the other 2. I say 2 people. It doesn't look right. Criminals identified, knotted rope. Nope. No person alive. Nope. From Australia. Nope. Silverware. Robbery is the motive. Robbery is confirmed as the motive for the crime. The criminals may have plans to return for the silverware that they done. Imitated robbery. The robbery could have been imitated to explain Sir Eustace's death. The silverware was not supposed to be found. Yep, I believe that, because it is just quite dumb how they would just go to the shed, to the well, and then out to the wall. It's dumb. Murderous visitor. Sir Eustace was murdered by the one person who visited that night. It was he who tied up Lady Brackenstall. He is tall and strong. Okay, so from the looks of it, I don't know. The 3 glasses, from the looks of the bees' wings and all that, it looks like only 2 were being drinked. And I don't know anything about beeswax, but I mean bees' wings, but it was just that one that just kind of threw it off. So something's up. I don't think that this was a robbery. Let's hope I'm right. Knotted rope? Nope. Nope. Okay, I think that's all we can do for now. Let's see. Let's go question the people.
Inspector, I have recovered the stolen silverware.
You are a wizard, Mr. Holmes. And where is it?
In the garden well.
Excuse me?
Unique, isn't it?
Rather absurd. What is the point of stealing silverware and then throwing it down into a well?
Perhaps it was used as a temporary hiding place, or simply the thieves wanted to get rid of it. It is up to us to solve this mystery.
Actually, it is up to me to solve the mystery. Watson? Watson? Where are you, Watson? Oh.
There are 3 glasses on the dining room table. I was wondering if...
Oh, I forgot. When I came to myself the first time, each of them had a glass in his hand. They might have been a father and his 2 sons. They talked together in whispers, and then they left.
We found your silverware, Lady Brackenstall. It had not been taken very far.
Is that true? I am very thankful to you, Mr. Holmes.
Something's
Your
up.
ladyship.
Something's up. The silverware.
We found your mistress's silverware.
Oh, that's good news. You really are as clever as they say.
Indeed.
Now what?
Holmes, don't look at me like that. I don't know what to think about all this.
Very well. Perform analysis. Oh, okay. So we go back to Baker Street. Baker Street it is. And there's Toby. Good job, Toby. Without you, I would never found the silverware, which I'm taking so much credit for, when it was you who found it. Alright, so we're back. So let's perform our analysis.
Let us see how the rope was cut.
This is gonna be fun.
The fibers at the end of the rope are smoothly cut. Let us try to find out what tool was used to cut the rope.
Okay. Whoop, take the scissors. Let's cut it. 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 Cut.
The fibers from this cut appear to be different.
Okay. Now what? Oh. This. Let's cut. Cut.
The fibers from this cut appear to be different.
Okay, so it wasn't the scissors. Or that. What else is... Oh, the knife, yes. One
If I
stroke.
cut the rope with a knife, it matches the original.
So it's cut by knife. Yay. And what else? Oh, let's go to our deduction board. Sharp knife, knotted rope. The rope was cut once with a sharp knife and tied quickly in sailor's knots. That could have indicated that the intruder had a sailor's background. Interesting. Any more? No person in life from Australia. No acquaintance. Lady Brackenstall married Sir Eustace shortly after arriving in England and remained at home during that time. There is little possibility that she or her maid are acquainted with anyone in the country. Acquainted with a sailor. Lady is acquainted with someone from the Rock of Gibraltar. I don't know. Well, what else do we have? Oh, nope, nope. Nope, nope. Rock of Gibraltar's. Sin robbery which turns from Randall's. Poor health, silverware. Acquainted with a sailor? Look for sailor. The person who was visiting that was interesting. Search for suspects. Oh, search the archives. Okay, so I guess I was supposed to pick some. The Gibraltars. 1893. Let's go there. Here it is.
Here it is.
Alright, so arrival of the Rock of Gibraltar. A ship returned. The Rock of Gibraltar, a bulk carrier from the Adelaide, Southampton, London line. Whew, that was quite a word. Cunard Building, James Street, London, has returned from a 6-month voyage through India, New Zealand, and Australia. The ship brought the England Miss Mary Fraser, the heiress of the Fraser family owning land and tin mines in Australia. This reportedly beautiful young lady is presently engaged to Sir Eustace Brackenstall, one of the wealthiest gentlemen in Kent.
The shipping company, the Adelaide, Southampton, London line, and its address. Interesting. It must be the place where they keep the records, including the one for the crew of the Rock of Gibraltar.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard, they'll give it to you without any problems.
But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
Wiggins! I knew it! Wiggins!
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
I need a register, my young friend. If you could borrow it, there will be half a guinea for every one of you. I need the crew list of the Rock of Gibraltar in 1893, and their current employment.
I'm straight on it, Mr. Holmes.
Do you really think they'll find it, Holmes?
Of course they
My
can.
secret police is better than the Yard in many ways.
Right on. 3 hours later.
Here it is, Mr. Holmes. But we can't take it back. It's too risky.
Put it on the table. I'll take care of it. Good work, young Wiggins.
Let's look at
This
this.
list shows the senior officers of the Rock of Gibraltar, on which Lady Brackenstall and her maid made their voyage. Lady Brackenstall does not know anyone in England. This must mean that someone on this list is our mysterious visitor. And these are the lists of the senior officers of the Adelaide, Southampton, London line ships. Let us find out who was in London upon November the 7th.
Okay. Do I just pick one?
I do not think that this sailor has any connection to the case.
Okay, so let's just compare that to that.
This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved.
Okay, so that's not him. Oh, this guy.
This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved. This officer was on a ship that sailed half a month ago. He wasn't in London at the time of the crime. I do not think that this sailor has any connection
Oops,
to the
I thought that
case.
was that guy.
This officer was on a ship that sailed half a month ago. He wasn't in London at the time of the crime.
Next one.
Mr. Jack Crocker was in London upon the date of the crime, and he is due to depart in 2 days.
Jack Crocker. It has to be him then. Yeah.
This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved. This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved. Captain Jack Crocker is our mysterious visitor.
Jack
he
Crocker.
was the only one around at the time of the murder.
So, Rock of Gibraltar, Mr. Charles W. Chill, Mr. Jack Crocker, Mr. Henry Southward, Mr. Ernest J. Woods, Mr. Thomas Walker, Mr. Herbert Whittington, Mr. William Partridge, departure from Adelaide, Australia on March 16th, 1893, arrival at London, England on May 23rd, 1893.
This Crocker, do you think...
It would be interesting to meet him. Our young friend should be able to find him. Wiggins, could you find a way to bring this Captain Crocker here to us?
Here? Holmes, that could be dangerous.
No problem, Mr. Holmes.
Wow. We're asking a suspect to actually come into our home.
Mr. Holmes, I was informed that you were looking for me, and I'd like to know why.
Yes, it is important that we talk. You will soon understand why. You are acquainted with Lady Mary Brackenstall, are you not?
Yes, I think I do remember her, from when I was first officer, but I still don't see...
It seems your relationship went beyond that of mere passenger and first officer.
How dare you?
Indeed, how reckless a feeling is love, particularly if one is prepared to commit a murder in its name.
Explain yourself this instant.
You are aware that the murder made the headlines of the morning press. You read the newspaper report, but to your dismay, found it much fabricated. Once you learned that I wanted to see you, you came straight away. You needed to know what I had found.
You? And what do you know?
That evening, you were with Lady Brackenstall, despite the danger.
I'm not afraid, Mr. Holmes. Besides, all of this is just guesswork.
You would be right if there was no evidence.
What then?
We gotta analyze you too. Clear look, honest. Cat and tap, beard. Strong build. What? Newspaper ink. Clean boots. And those are pretty clean boots. Ooh. A sea knife.
Lady Brackenstall was tied to a chair on the night of the murder. And it was you who tied her up.
You call that evidence?
Yes. Because of your sailor's knots.
Yes, as she was tied with a sailor's knot. Your handiwork.
So, it's a sailor who's done it. That proves nothing, Mr. Holmes. I'm not the only sailor in London right now. Your theory is flawed anyway. On the night of the murder, I was aboard the Sharp. I was supervising the repair of a porthole.
At night?
It was an emergency. There was a leak. You can ask the ship's carpenter. He can confirm.
I'm sure that he can.
Perfect. In that case, we have nothing more to talk about. Good evening, gentlemen.
Holmes, what should we do now? Would you like to check his alibi?
No. There is no doubt that these men will testify in his favor, and there will be no way to check.
So, what then?
So, we must work with what we have. We have all the puzzle pieces.
We're
Now
just
I
gonna
understand why you dissected the bell rope.
we're just gonna start accusing people left and right.
This is where I keep my post. This is where I keep my post.
Can I examine it?
This is where I keep my post.
Nope. Okay, so Crocker's statement. Captain Crocker. Crocker's involvement. Crocker is lying. His involvement is clear. He appeared as soon as he heard that I was looking for him, thus signaling his guilt. Crocker's alibi. Captain Crocker was aboard the Sharp on the night of the murder. He was not afraid to confront me. He had a confident demeanor. Whoop! I didn't mean to choose that. I think it was this. The captain is the killer. The captain is the killer. Sir Eustace was murdered by one person who visited that night. The murderer is a tall and agile and high-ranking sailor. Before we exit, see, arrest Captain Crocker. Jack Crocker is a murderer, and you will bring him and his accomplices, Lady Brackenstall, to justice. Absolve Captain Crocker. The murder was committed in a self-defense. Jack Crocker defended a woman against a violent dysmaniac man. The mysterious assault, but you decide to keep it a secret. There's no need to inform the police. Ooh, choices. Let's go with this.
Wiggins, could you ask Mr. Crocker to come here again, please?
Right away.
Barely an hour has passed.
Why did you make me come here again, Mr. Holmes?
Because I know it was
It
you.
is over. I know that it was you who killed Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
What?
I know, because of the height at which the rope was cut. The knife used was a sea knife. The knots were sailors' knots, and not least the sheer force that was put behind the killing blow. And because you are the only one who knows Lady Mary Brackenstall in London. And because you love her.
It's true.
It
Oh,
is
he
time
admitted
for you
it.
to tell us the whole truth.
And nothing but the
I admit
truth.
that I loved Mary madly from the first day that I met her. But I never did come to visit her, for I believed that she was in a happy household. When I talked to her maid, she told me everything. I was insane with rage. I was due to set sail for 6 months away. I wanted only to see her again. But it turned into a damnable nightmare when he barged in. He dared raise his hand to her. He was not even worthy of licking her boots. Oh, I regret nothing. I admit I killed the monster out of love for her. She will forgive me if she isn't.
Lady Brackenstall already forgave you. She said nothing.
Mary.
But that makes her an accomplice as well as her maid. It places her in danger yet again.
Mr. Holmes.
You would not have managed to protect her.
Till I die, do you hear me? Here is a letter that sets everything clear. And it is the one that should be disclosed to the police. I am the only culprit. Mary had nothing to do with it. Now it is time to end this.
Oh boy. Do we fight? No! Fight it! Fight it! Fight it! Fight it! Fight it! Oh shoot! Shoot! Yeah, disarm the gun in the most unusual martial arts way.
Please forgive me, Captain Crocker. I wished only to test your sincerity, and your words and deeds have far exceeded my expectations. See here, Captain Crocker, we'll do this in due form of law. You are the prisoner. Watson, you are a British jury. Captain Crocker, the evidence shows that you acted without premeditation and used reasonable force to protect an innocent victim from her husband's brutality. Your devotion pushed you to attempt to kill yourself in order to protect the one you love. Now, what say you, gentlemen of the jury?
Not guilty, my lord.
Vox populi, vox dei. You are acquitted, Captain Crocker. So long as the law does not find some other victim, you are safe from me.
Mr. Holmes.
It is a great responsibility that I take upon myself, but I will give Lestrade an excellent lead, and if he can't avail himself of it, I can do no more. Come back to your lady in a year, and may her future and yours justify us in the judgment which we have pronounced this night.
In 1 year?
Inspector, I'm afraid that the murderers have escaped us.
What? Do you mean to tell me that you failed? Never thought I'd live to see the day.
I mentioned the murderers, not the case. It is obvious that the crime was committed by 3 criminals who cannot be the Randalls.
You really think so?
You only need to find a gang of 3 thugs wandering around. I can trust you to do that.
If they exist, I'll catch them.
You'll find someone, I have no doubt of it. Goodbye, Inspector.
Man. Okay, so here we go. What is it? Yes! We solved this case right on. Alright, so let's accept our decisions and say yes. Okay, so the Abbey Grange affair, your ranking, personality ranking, very conscientious. Okay, so people solved the case the same way, 93%. People made the same moral choice, 65%. Wow. Well, okay, so there you have it, guys. So that's it for this case. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Remember to subscribe, comment, and share this video, and please help support this channel to donate as little or as much as you can. You know, every contribution is great, and it can help a lot too. So yeah, that's it for now for Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishment, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day.